reactions versus interpretations. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to glide through life untouched by the chaos around them? Maybe it's a car cutting them off in traffic, a rude comment from a stranger, or even a minor inconvenience at work, but they don't break a sweat. While the rest of us might get caught in a whirlwind of irritation and frustration, they breeze through it like it's nothing. What's their secret? Here's the thing. Most of us live our lives constantly bouncing from one emotional reaction to another. A bad day? It wrecks our entire week. A harsh comment? We replay it in our heads for hours. And let's be honest, how many times have you spent the entire day ruminating over something that really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things? So, what sets these calm, unshakable people apart from the rest of us? What do they know that we don't? The importance of detachment. The truth is, these people aren't more gifted or lucky. They've simply stopped playing a game that was rigged from the start. They've realized something profound. The world doesn't control their emotions. Their interpretation of the world does. Take a moment and think about it. If someone cuts you off in traffic, you have two options. Option A, you take it personally and it ruins your day. Or option B, you shrug it off, assuming the other driver has bigger problems, and you move on. Same event, two completely different outcomes. The only difference? The meaning you give it. It's all about how we interpret the world around us. If we let an event control us, it will. But if we choose how we respond, we gain control. The power of interpretation. What separates the reactive from the unshakable is detachment. Think of it this way. Most of the things that stress you out aren't actually happening to you, they're happening in your mind. Whether it's a comment from a stranger or a negative situation, it's the meaning you assign to it that gives it power over you. Imagine a world where you don't give away your peace of mind so easily, where you stop reacting and start observing life as it happens, without letting it dictate your emotions. Stop giving energy away. The moment you realize that the world doesn't affect you, you gain the power to interpret it however you choose. And here's the game-changing part. This shift isn't about ignoring your emotions. It's about training yourself to pause before reacting. Instead of immediately feeling defensive or angry, you take a step back, observe, and choose how to respond. So, how do you make this shift? It starts with understanding that your energy is a precious resource. You have to stop giving it away for free, becoming untouchable. Think about it. How many times have you let someone's opinion, a minor inconvenience, or an online comment consume your energy? Most of the time, these things don't matter. They don't define you, yet we give them so much weight. At some point, you have to start asking yourself, does this situation really deserve my energy? It's like running a business and just giving away your inventory for free. At some point, you need to start charging for your peace of mind. Does that person's negative opinion pay your bills? Will you even remember this situation a week from now? If not, it's time to let it go. Mastering emotional immunity. When you stop reacting, something remarkable happens. The people and situations that used to trigger you suddenly lose their power. You stop carrying the emotional baggage that isn't yours to carry. And once you experience that kind of mental freedom, you'll never look back. Here's the kicker. When you stop giving into emotional triggers, you actually begin to bend the world in your favor. You don't let petty problems control you, and because of that, you start making decisions based on logic, not on knee-jerk emotional reactions. The power of the pause. But how do you master emotional immunity? How do you train your mind to stop reacting automatically? First, you need to observe, not absorb. Let's say you're at a coffee shop, and the barista is having a bad day and snaps at you. The average person might take that personally, feel hurt or upset. But the unshakable person observes, she's going through something. This isn't about me. By detaching from the situation emotionally, you allow yourself to remain unaffected. This is how you start training your mind to choose how you respond, instead of letting your emotions control you. Starve the drama. Master the pause. Have you ever noticed how every regrettable decision is made in the heat of the moment? The solution is simple. Pause before reacting. That tiny moment of stillness gives you the power to choose. Do you react impulsively, or do you respond intentionally? The next time you feel the urge to react, ask yourself, is this really worth my energy? 99% of the time, it's not. Reprogramming your responses. Drama feeds off reactions. Gossip spreads when people engage. Arguments escalate when both sides participate. When you stop reacting, the system collapses. Imagine someone trying to provoke you, and instead of reacting, you simply smile and walk away. They lose all control. You disarm them without saying a word. Controlling the narrative. Now, here's the most important step. Reprogramming the way you process emotions. This isn't about suppressing your feelings. It's about training your brain to respond differently. Just like you train a muscle, you can train your emotions to react differently. The next time you feel triggered, ask yourself, what if I respond differently this time? Instead of getting irritated, try smiling. Instead of defending yourself, stay silent. Each time you interrupt your automatic emotional reaction, you are rewiring your brain, becoming untouchable. Your inner dialogue shapes your emotional experience. So, when a situation feels like it's affecting you, ask yourself, what story am I telling myself about this? Is this narrative helpful? Often, the story we tell ourselves isn't the reality of the situation. It's just a story. When you change that story, you change how you feel. Final lesson. When you stop reacting, people will start treating you differently. They'll respect your boundaries, and they'll stop testing you as much. And even if they do, you'll be untouchable. Because when you stop letting your emotions dictate your actions, you begin living life on your terms. At the end of the day, being unshakable isn't about never feeling emotions. It's about choosing how to respond to them. Life will throw things your way, but how you interpret them is what matters most. Stop reacting to things that don't deserve your energy, and watch how your life transforms. A busy city street filled with honking cars, people rushing, and chaotic interactions. A person stands calmly in the middle, unaffected by the surrounding noise, symbolizing peace amidst chaos.